Alrighty. This is it. 33 whole streams of this game. Now we're on day number 34. Holy cow. Everybody, welcome to my program. I'm Super Pac Jr. here on Twitch. 33 games. 33 episodes, I should say, of this particular game, Lunar Eternal Blue. Now, on April 18th, I believe, is going to be remastered. The release will be out there along with its companion game, Lunar the Silver Star Story Complete. Based on the PlayStation versions, this is the Sega CD original. But gee whiz. So what we were going to do Monday night, remember we went 5 rounds into the absolute last battle, I think. But we ran out of time. I had to be somewhere else. That's just the way it happens. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do a frickin' baby shark. Nothing's better than do. Oh my god. Well, that's one way of getting out of it. Thank you, Green Mountain. How you doing? All right, Jay, you got 15 whole seconds. 1 whole quarter of a minute. Do your stuff. Okay, and we're done. All right, chicken, we're done. You can go home now. We got a game to play. No. Stop being look. I know. It wasn't much of a raise. I know. I'm glad you're back. I've said it. Yeah. You don't say, okay, yeah. All right. It's time to go. Anyway, we've done 30. Almost got a whole sentence in there. Thank you, Green Mountain. Appreciate it. Then about literally a whole month, more than a month of this thing. So what we were going to do, we were going to leave the Sega CD on from Monday night until now, but it froze about 6 hours later. So it happens. I'm playing with a 32-year-old machine here with a 35-year-old controller. So we have to start that battle over, which means we'll have to go through the first Zophar battle. And it wasn't too bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. But we didn't start losing people until the very, very end, about round 4 in that second battle. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Let's head over to the console. It looks something like this. All right, let's go ahead and unmute it and look at that. We put in 81 whole hours. 81 hours and 9 minutes. My goodness. It's going just fine, Mountain. How you doing, man? It is a Thursday. It's nearly the end of my work week. And man, I'm just happy it's near the end of my work week. We've been kind of busy this week, I have to admit. We're exiting the first quarter, and we say in this business, first quarter is the worst quarter. That's when everyone's like looking at everything that happened in the prior quarter before, and they're like, so, we're doing good. I'm doing fine. London Lass is doing fantastic. And let's go ahead and get started, shall we? 81 hours, 9 minutes, and here we go. All right, so we're going to load the game. I did check out and make sure this thing is still loading and all that kind of new stuff. Yes, it is. So, yay. And here we are. All right, so this is what we've done. We put those 4 crystals in their places, and now we get to go through the doohickey thing. There we go. Almost finished with work? Excellent. Oh, I know that feeling. You know, it's funny. I was counting down. We put the clock up on the screen because we have like 0 opportunity of overtime at work. And so we literally are watching the clock tick down, and when it says 5 o'clock, I'm like, it is time. We both get up and leave because there's 2 people on my team. And I do the same thing here. I literally count down the clock, and as soon as it hits 7 p.m. Eastern, boom, start streaming, give it a 7-second countdown, and off we go. We're heading up to the thing here. But oh, that time when it's almost there. And of course, then like on a Friday afternoon, same time, it's like the longest hour in your life from 4 to 5 p.m. Like, crap. Here we go. Got dialogue-y and stuffy stuff. Almost there. Now, I could have saved right here. You're up at 8? Okay, so you got an hour. I know how it feels. I don't get to do this at work, you know. All right, so I'm gonna actually be, why not? I'm gonna throw a save right here. Certainly got the points for it. We're gonna throw it right there. So we what? Attach 2 extra minutes? No, 1 extra minute. Woohoo! We're at Zophar's Coliseum. Okay, that's what this thing here is called. Oh, I can. Okay. Let's see if I can sneak around, maybe. Nope.
Lucia!
No! Hero! Run away! Run away!
It's like big off.
What's the matter with you, Lucia? Turning our special guests away without a proper reception. That's so impolite. I would have thought you'd at least have the manners to show them around. Now then, what brings you to my inner sanctum? Have you come to beg for mercy, or perhaps to halt my glorious plans? Oh, but then, it doesn't really matter. You haven't the slightest chance of stopping me now. My new age of supreme darkness has begun. You're too late. Watch now as I mold this world to my taste.
Okay. Okay, so we started the clock a little late. We're going to be rather liberal with the clock tonight. You will regret coming here for the rest of your lives. As we point out, wait a minute, if he's going to kill us, then the rest of our lives is kind of, you know, not much. Which should be about 3 minutes by my count. I see the foolish resolve in your blank stares. You don't have any idea what you're up against, do you? Let me lay it out for you in the simplest possible terms. Now that I control Athena's power, you're all condemned to death. But if you wish to amuse me with an embarrassingly weak assault, that is your choice. It will not affect the outcome. If that is your wish, step forth and taste the eternal sting of my kiss. Who writes this stuff?
Zophar, your twisted words don't scare us.
Of course, he
We will
attacks
not
first
allow you
and
to pervert this
knocks like
world with
half the
your
life
evil.
off of us.
Your game's up.
There you go. Okay, that's a great start. Let's just get half our life just wiped away from his first move. All right, so we did have a plan for this. Thank goodness it's just him. We've been mostly restored, as you can see, all those green numbers, at least magic-wise. So let's do some commanding. We're not going to do AI because that's a recipe for disaster. Magic time. He's going to use the post sword because that's pretty damn powerful. We've already damaged, so health time away. Of course, it costs 45 45 points apiece, but it practically restores our entire health, which each and every spell. Let's see, you got some magic up your sleeve here as well, and we're going to use a comic tail. No, actually, is that 18? Yeah, it's 18. What the hell? We're good. And then you, well, you're going to throw some stuff at it. In this case, a whole bunch of ice cubes. And you got some magic up your sleeve as well. Let's see, we got a big old flash blade. That sounds good there too. Believe it or not, some of the simpler ones actually are more effective, particularly against single enemies, like that one, for example, just knocked off almost 500 points. I mean, that is a range one, but it did knock off another 333. Flash blade should be doing pretty good there as far as a count. Yeah, another 357, so we're off to a good start. Tranquil Litany brings us back to health. Oh yeah. And right on time there too, I see. Oh, lovely. Two of us are gonna get hit. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Because everyone's using a magic spell or skill, they don't have to move around on the board when it comes to regular attacking. Okay, now he is once again got swirly things around him. That means he's gonna have a similar attack. As before, well, in that case, so will we. So, rinse, spin, and repeat. Yeah. Oh, great heavens. Heavens, the murder droid! Although I'm not going to be doing an exit stage left. Not yet. We have died. Not on this particular instance, but wow, he spun around too. We have died a few times getting our way here with the Red Fiend. In fact, 4 times to be precise. Yeah, that's kind of a wasted spell. That's all right. That could cost me though. Albeit he is throwing these big things at us. Now he's over there. Thank you, man. And like I said, this is kind of like an operatic scene, if you will. Of course, I mean, oh goody. That means he's gonna throw a big old thing at us that will collect us into a void and pretty much beat the crap out of us. So we better be on our toes for this one. Same thing. We're going to change up your magic though, because only one of us is actually hurt. We're going to throw that at Leo. The next round will be a regular round though. Okay, continue on. And continue on. And continue on. On to the continues. Here we go. Now I kind of forgot how many HP Zophar has here at this point. Problem is that this is not his first or his only forte in this particular battle. He will actually be a bit more powerful, a bit more of an asshole, you know. Ultra Vortex, that's what it's called. So that thing opens up, turns into something like this, draws us all in, and then proceeds to beat the crap out of us. Something like this. We might just lose Leo. Close. And of course, now he throws a Purity Litany. Well, at least Leo got healed, right? Actually, you know, as soon as I saw what he was doing, I probably should have gone for the full thing. That's okay. It's just my skill set. In other words, I play better in hindsight. Oh, good. He now has a chest of showers. All right, so hopefully he will go after Ronfar takes his turn. Continuing on with the Poe. Magic. Throw the whole thing at us. Go. Continuing on with yours, because that's actually pretty effective. And... just out of curiosity, we're going to take a chance. Taking chances with bosses is awesome. Write that one in history books. He tried something different. It royally failed. Details at 11. Here we go. Flashblade. Oh, Ronfar, you need to go soon. Oh, thank you for the level up. Appreciate it. Okay, he does go next. Means we'll all be healed. Oh yeah, well, for the most part. Flame bomb. Okay, let's see how this one works. Big old bomb, and it does all kinds of stuff. And it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Pain pulse. Lovely. So it goes like a big old claw. It misses him. Then it shoots a whole bunch of shit at us. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. Okay, let's see if we can wrap this up right now. So we went through a whole mess of rounds here. He's going to be low on magic soon. Eventually, so will everyone else, for that matter. Now, reason why we're kind of stuck at this point is simply because there is no save point going forward. This is it. Just like we couldn't earn any money in any of the subsequent battles leading to this, because there's nowhere to shop. We're done. This is the final stage. Okay, come on. Oh, bad dream. Ah, crap. Okay, it's gonna hit. It's going to hit everyone like a big old disco ball. That's what hit us the first time around. Everyone's in the dark. Numbers now. Tranquil Litany will put us right back on top. Even some green. Big old flame bomb. Same effect. Let's go. She's at maximum level 30 for all her spells. Okay. It would be great if Ruby would go over there and just knock him out with a 6-pointer. But alas, no. This is what, round 7 or 8? Okay, here we go. Thinking here, and that's dangerous. What if I do something stupid? Like that. Alright, let's go. Round whatever, exactly. Comet Tail. Round whatever. Fight! Okay, it took away he added 5 magic points to his reservoir, and it knocked out 67 HP. Another pain pulse. Hey, Super Claw. Hope it misses. It misses. Good. But then we have that to contend with. Eh. Flame Bomb. Hope, please die. Just get this round over with. I gotta like restore everyone's magic.
3 hours later.
Thank you, exactly. Oh, we're back to that again. Crap. All right, so fortunately the post order only costs 4 points. I mean, that's been like an absolute haven here. It's cheap, but it works. Okay, back to you. There are all kinds of magic at us. You pretty much put your magic now in half. And you are going to do that. And you are going to do this. And you're going to do that. Okay, this time Jean goes first. See if that makes any difference. It didn't. Sword. This might do it. Close. Flashblade. They're all going out of order, which is not good. Not good. Come on, Roundfire. I need you to go next. Yes. And I believe that's just right in the nick of time. Sure was. Okay, off to the spinny thing and pulverize time. This will hurt. Just a tad. Yep. 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 I'm off tomorrow? Excellent. Oh, I wish I could do that. I've had to take some days off from work as of late, and for personal reasons, or family reasons, for that matter. All right, we're going to change up tactics here. All right, so assuming that this round does not defeat Zophar, which is a possibility, I'm going to continue on just like that, and you're going to continue on just like that. You're going to continue on just like that. You won't, though. You're going to use an item, damn it. You're going to use your one and only Silver Light. I should have thought of this ahead of time. All right, so having said that, and let's see. You're going to give, excuse me. Not use. I can't give, can I? Oh, wait. That's right. Duh. Brain fart. I'm old. What do you want? All right, there you go. Perfect. Let's just do it. Yeah, I knew it. Damn it. You know, when you go off course like that, when you start supplying your team with all kinds of shit, hey, I'm doing it ahead of time. I'm being proactive. Nah, he's going to die. Wait a minute. I think we're still alive. Barely. Did we defeat Zophar? Yep. We laid the big kahuna to waste. I almost can't believe it myself. Ha, what are we afraid of? He wasn't that hard. I mean, Borgin was way tougher, don't you think? Okay, hit the button. There you go. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's almost as if he let us win. Better keep on our guard until we get out of here. I agree. We mustn't let our guard go down for an instant. Wait. Listen. Smell something? No.
Hero? I know you're not going to believe this, but...
Oh, I believe it.
Back!
Your power is undeniable. But what is the source? Wait, don't answer that. It doesn't matter. Whatever power you hold will fail before the Supreme Master of Treachery. I hold the winning hand, and the time has come to play my trump card. Now that I have seized the power of Althena, my return is complete. I am the absolute ruler of the universe. You're all doomed.
Althena's power or not, you can't win this, Zophar. We'll stop you and save Lucia using a power you can't fathom.
Here we go.
Hero.
Alright, so this is the fun part.
In the face of
Yay! She restored herself.
Why do
Yeah,
you
Master
rise
Zophar.
up? What gives you the power?
First of all, that's not the bad guy then. That's Lucia. Okay, so see those big flippy flip things there? I can whack those all I want, but that's it. The only one who can actually do anything right now is Lamina, because she has a projectile weapon, as we will soon demonstrate. So we're gonna get off the magic shit right now, and then we're gonna have Zophar actually restore some of our magic, because he's carrying all those starlights. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's beat the crap out of that. You're gonna use an item, and ooh, look at that. Okay, so he's gonna put one to himself. Hero won't really need one. So he's gonna use strange enough on him. Jean is okay. She should not need one. But again, we're only going to attack the flip things. You, on the other hand, you're going to attack his face, because you're allowed to, because again, you can get past those and just shoot right on by him. So we're going to knock off a few points off of Zophar as we go through this little exercise here. And then you, let's see, what items do you have? You have one yourself, which we're going to use now on yourself, because you're going to need it. Or you could use this trusty little safety helm. Isn't that cute? Even high visible. Alright, so we're going to use that on him. Okay, of course. Yeah, those big barrier thingies. And silver lights now being used on Leo, because he's going out of turn, because he's a jackass. And then Zophar is going to use the same thing in turn, because he's not a jackass. And there he goes. There she goes. 79 points. 80 points. There you go. Plasma shot. Oh, shit. Oh, itty bitty points. That's right.
It must be the
Okay, next round.
power. You're
But we can survive a
believing
couple of
each
those
other.
at that particular rate. So once again, now we're actually going to use some Dover nuts. So, command. He's going to use an item now. And let's see. Oh, look at that. Dover nuts. They're nice and nutritious too. That should restore his full health. Let's see. You, I believe, also have one. Num num. Here we go. You, let's see. You must have some too. I think everyone does. Oh, you got a whole aisle full of them. Excellent. There we go. You're going to attack because you know what? You can't, and you also have a heal ring, so that should take care of that. Whoa, where'd you attack? There you go. Hit the face. And let's see, Leo, you probably could use a Dominut too. Look at that. You happen to have one. Now everyone's going to get healthy. At this point, I believe she actually restores us, so this might be just for moot. That's okay. We have plenty of others. Fortunately. It's just that I don't want Zophar doing something so stupid that it's going to cost me my team before Lucia goes through her story. Oh, what a big hit! Do it again! Oh, it hit the wrong thing, though. That's okay. Pulse laser, okay, same thing. And yep, that's what I was worried about. Here we go.
I should
should have known.
You should have known.
I should have believed in you.
We told you and you didn't listen to us. Okay, let's see. So let's start attacking these things yet again. And we're going to use another item here. I'm going to keep one of those for himself. Because he really can't use them on himself in battle because, well, the problem with that is... Oh, where are you? There you are. The problem with that is that he will lose a turn doing so, and then, of course, we all get hit and we all die. Okay, there's that. And you're going to just attack that. You're going to attack this. You got lucky that one time, too. And then you're going to attack... No. You're going to attack that. Let's go! Okay, 124. Eventually, it's going to disappear just like that. And look, we're obstacle free. Oh, it came down. Another one comes down. Damn it. Okay, yep, made it flip. That's good. Okay, good hit. Very good hit. Silver light restores Leo's skill magic. Didn't have magic. Did I just... Oh, I used the wrong thing, didn't I? I did. I hit the wrong one. Shit. Lightning bomb. Uh-oh. That's against us. Not too bad. Like I said, this is just more for survival now.
Your passion.
Okay, I used the wrong thing.
Your dreams for a better world.
Command. How many of the silver light thingies do I have? Okay, I have 2 smaller ones. That's good. We're going to throw that on Lamina, because I wasted a starlight, damn it. You're going to attack. You're going to attack. You're going to attack his face. Hopefully you will. And you're going to attack. What happens is she's going to go through a whole series of sayings of grief and, you know, well wishes and all that kind of neat stuff. Eventually, he breaks free. We've already seen that on Thursday's stream. If you hadn't seen that, go back to it. You can see it towards the very, very, very end. Okay, so far you're hitting the wrong object because, I guess because it's you. Okay. Although we did knock out a couple hundred points in that one shot and then a whole bunch of others. More lightning bombs. That's not good. That's not going to be too bad. Yep, see? It's small numbers. Although Hero needs help now. Of course!
Amina, your kind heart. Leo, your piercing insight.
And see, this is the opportunity where Hero can actually use his own stuff. So, again, he's practically neat on every single turn to just beat the hell out of Zophar. So we're going to give him a Dobernut now. And everyone else attack like crazy. And see, let's see if I can get her. Grolic, more eternal, more blue greetings. Hey, buddy, what's up? Grolic 7, Esquire, or something. What am I doing? I'm attacking. Hit the face this time, for God's sakes. Jeez. My goodness. Dobernut. Okay, that's gonna heal him. Didn't realize he was that low. There he goes. Okay, all confusion makes the thing spin. Isn't that pretty? Okay, there you go. Roll a d20. Yeah, right? We're not that far off, actually. Stop hitting the... Well, at least you got rid of it. All's okay. All's fine. It's we're towards the end of the work week. I was explaining at the mountain. We're doing okay. Randy's getting some more walking in there, where she's actually pushed me in the wheelchair now. She's getting strong.
Your quick wit. And Hero, your bravery and love.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so I believe that she's only like 2 more speeches away from letting loose, so let's go ahead and continue. Hopefully with a lucky shot. Everyone else seems to be okay. Okay. Attacky. Attacky. Okay. Can't you just... She has to advance and then attack. I'm not too big on right now. She just stays still because she's firing a freaking bow and arrow. Go. We got plenty of time. Unlike Thursday, where I literally had to get out of here. And this Squarlic, the SEGA CD froze on Friday morning, so yeah, it happens. And down comes another one, because there is no limit to those little diamonds there. And instead of hitting the face, she's hitting a diamond, because I can't get lucky. Okay, there's another lightning bomb. Gonna get hit with a bunch of points.
I've known this all along, and yet now it becomes clear. The real power of this world lies in the human spirit. I believe, hero. I finally believe.
Uh-oh.
Your belief in each other is grievously misguided. The time has come to wipe your miserable souls from existence. You don't have a prayer.
Hero!
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 Time to roll the bones.
Mega Showdown time! This fight will be ours.
If we only believe.
Believe in Parappa the Rappa.
Hero,
Absolutely.
it's true. Humanity's power is the key.
I gotta find that game. I was gonna play it
This is not
weekend. I
possible!
lost it.
It cannot be!
Or something.
Zophar, you are blind to the
Like,
truth.
get is all in
This
the mind.
world is one of light and hope. You have no place here. Your power can never extinguish the light within the hearts and minds of every single human. The power to love, trust, and hope will always conquer the lure of evil. I finally believe that.
You're speaking in circles, sweet Lucia. You know in your heart that I'll never be defeated.
Ronfar, Jean, Lamina,
Absolutely. Oh, this is a
Ruby,
real level up here, Skrullock.
and Hero. The time has come. Believe in yourself. And take back
Probably
this
shouldn't have
world
used
for
all those starlights,
humanity.
but that's okay. We still got more.
I believe in you. Never give up.
Never surrender.
Zophar! It's time to die!
Yes, and you will be the first to go.
Okay, so at the end of this, we did lose Leo. Fortunately, though, we had to start all over, so here we are. And hopefully, just hopefully, we'll get through this in one try. We'll turn down the music, because that's it for all the talky talk. Oh, of course, you're going to throw shit at us right out of the gate. Ah. Well, fortunately, we were all healed up. Thanks. And, of course, the second one, because he now shoots twice. Attacks us twice. Oh, wow. Geez. Already hurt. Okay, so what did we do? Now we're against Omni Zophar. Okay, first of all, we're going to change to... I got to turn that down. I keep forgetting to do that. All right, no AI. Magic. We're going to use the battalion sword. It hits everything. Everyone got hurt, strangely enough. Oh, goody. 45 points. Thank God you're up to 301. All right, attack. Never give up, never surrender. Do I hear a Galaxy Quest reference? Absolutely. One of the best Star Trek movies ever. Magic. Comet Tail. We're going to use the same one because it's a range attack, so it should also hit the upper arm like it did before. This time, we're going to throw a whole bunch of ice cubes at him. Nitro Dagger. And then you're going to continue on with the same thing you were doing before. Yeah. Because A, it costs the least, and B, it's actually effective. I'm going to go right for the face. Let's go! That's a nice big old hit. Everything gets hit equally. Comet Tail, the face will get hit more than the hand will, because it's the primary target. Tranquil Litany, everyone becomes healthy yet again. Best sci-fi spoof ever. Even better than Spaceballs. Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. I mean, Spaceballs was funny, don't get me wrong, but it's the usual Mel Brooks type funny. Galaxy Quest just came out of nowhere. I mean, just absolutely just hit every single mark perfectly. On Reptar's hammer. What a savings. I love that line. Metal shot. Okay, this one hurts. And of course, going right for Gina. Yeah, right for Gina again, excuse me. And the plasma cannon. Who's going to hit? Oh, of course, you're going to get rid. You're going to get. Oh my God. Really? Yep, really. Oh, she survived. Thank God. Okay, because she was the punch magnet, changes tactics for Ronfire just a tad. All right, continue. I'm going to this time throw it over to Purity and hit Jean only. That might work, that might not. I don't care. That's what we're doing. It really didn't matter so far. Pretty much ice and fire were the same effect. Although you do save 2 points. What a discount! Let's go! I mean, 2 magic points. That's a savings. Then I can build up those points and get a free coffee. My favorite scene, her universal translator is broken. Yes. Oh my God. No, my favorite scene is when the ship launched out of dock and it veered to the port ever so slightly and scraped the inside of that thing. And as writing for parody Star Trek, because I used to do a thing called Star Wreck, that's exactly the kind of stuff you aim for. Okay, patty cake time. That's not too bad. Plasma cannon. That's going to hit. Was it? Why Jean? He was hitting Hero the whole time last time. All of a sudden, Jean is just like, oh my God, really? Ultra Ray. Hit somebody else. That's going to hit everyone. Okay. That took away magic points, didn't it? Fuck. All right, pardon my language. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to probably be cursing up just a tad here. Okay, magic. I'll bring them down to 200. A little bit less. We can just get... Nah. I didn't even see what that did, to be honest with you. They're talking about Galaxy Quest. In this moment of importance there, Skrullock. Let's continue. All right. See you in a bit there, buddy. Thanks for the lurk. Okay, G went first for whatever reason. Reptilian Sword is going to hit everything. Knock a couple more 100 points. Almost 300 points, as a matter of fact. Flash Blade. Knocked off a sizable chunk. Tranquil Litany, everyone's going to get healed up all of a sudden. I find it funny, Galaxy Quest was the first time sci-fi used a tractor beams on mines. Yes! That was a great scene, actually. Crematorium! Let me see what kind of damage, because it's an all damage. What kind of numbers brought up? Okay, again, it's about the same. Plasma cannon, this time on him. Okay, once again, what is it? We're going after Jean. Jesus. Jean's like it all of a sudden. Oh, wow. Cosmic Burn. Okay, this time it's going to hit Hero. And it's a ranged thingy. So I think everyone's going to get hit, to be honest. Yep. Okay. Once again. Once again. Once again. Oh, I actually picked the right one this time. Excellent. Now, those 2 points actually are adding up, but will it be enough? Probably not. But it's the same effect either or, so why go for the more expensive one and get cheaper? Like acetaminophen versus Tylenol. And let's go. We got this. Maybe. Just maybe. Okay, Ronfar could actually, like, you know, like, take his turn, damn it. Good. Crematorium, back at that. Gotta watch Ronfar's magic. Another good line. Let's all get out of here before something kills Guy. Yes. What's my last name? You don't even know it. That became one of those quotable movies. Hellway. Oh shit. This is where we lost Leo, by the way. Yeah, it's like this is like a soul burn. Yeah. Oh, Ronfar got spared somehow. Ouch. Oh wow, we lost 2 of them. Crap. All right. Well, and then, of course, it would be one of the ones I would use to restore Ronfar's magic, but yeah. Okay. Just take back. Is there air out there? You don't know. Seems fine. All right. Lordy, Lord. That hurt. That really hurts. So let's do this. She has items, does she? Yes, she does. We're gonna take this opportunity right now. Be right back. Absolutely. And give the silver light over to. I'm sorry. But I can give it to the 2 dead ones? That's okay. Healing sword, let's go. Silver light. It's just the 1 attack. Then he's gonna bring us back to life. And Tranquil Litany at least is gonna restore her HP. Yep. Plasma cannon, not good. Well, not great. Finally, it hits hero. Well, that's not necessarily a good thing either. Okay, Cosmic Burn. Once again, that's a range thing. He's going to be the center of it all. It may not hit Ronfar. He's going to get like a small thing. Okay, that's not good either. It's a big old target underneath him. All right, let's see what we can do. Now, this goes back to her magic. All right, hopefully we will be running out of rounds here in our favor. And if not, then we have another way to go for this. Okay, Tranquil Litany. If I can get a round where I can actually get him to resurrect just even one of them. Hellway, that's the bad one. Yep. They're all in the green, so they all should survive. Ronfar, for whatever reason, is out of range. Holy shit, really? Well, I think we're about to see if that's... okay. Okay. Ultra, third round, okay. And this will be a whole bunch of shit coming at us. Yep, there it is. And took away some of his magic, it looks like. Okay, now we got a 3 attacker. Fantastic. All right, what do we got to lose here? Magic. A Hades wager. Anger flame. Risk roulette. There's 1 of 4 chance I will get hit, and of course, lucky dice. All right. What else we got here? Revive magic. Didn't see this coming. Might as well. Let's go on a big bang here. Excellent. But they're weakened. That's the problem. And I'm about to die. Metal shot. That's going to hit all of us. I don't think we're going to survive this one. Don't think we're going to survive this one. Yeah. Well, Gene still has his whole, what, 9 points? And there's the... Okay, perfect. We're right back where we were. Hades wager. Let's see. Dude brought back to life. Yay! Do they get a turn? Probably not. Okay, yeah. Boom, boom. There we go. Plasma cannon. He's gonna go after him. Let's say goodbye to him. Oh, he had an angel ring. Thank God. Okay. All right, so back to you restoring everyone's life. You have 171. Yep. Okay, you back to doing your thing. And what do I need you to do? Let's see, you have a lot of magic. Let's go. We're that bad. Ahoy! Hey, Dizzle! Hey, you're about to watch me die. Ain't it grand? Oh, good timing there. We need a break for this. Don't be surprised if we come back and they're all dead. Check in! 15 whole seconds in. 1 whole quarter every minute. Do your stuff. Happy chicken. And we are done. Okay, chicken, you're done. Bye. No. Chicken, we got a battle to do here. This is the final battle. You mean you don't care? You should care. We fought long and hard to get where we are. So it's all about you, huh? I see. Now, you didn't have to agree there. Chicken, we got to get back to the game. Just get off my screen for just a few seconds, will you? Oh, my God. Yeah, I can't blame you for this. Okay, heading back to the console. Let's see where we are. You survived? Oh my God. There's still a chance? There's still a chance! Okay, that's great. Let's do this. Still alive! That's right, damn it. Hold on, I don't know how much longer. Well, we got 2 attackers and 1 healer. So let's do this. Magic, everyone. Purity on you. There you go. All right, now magic. Big old crematorium. Actually, frick this. We're going to the face. Going to the face. That's right. I didn't even know what the asteroid did, to be honest. Purity, heal thyself, Ronfar. Where's your magic? Awful low. Okay, Ultra Ray. Oh, we're not going first. Son of a bitch. Okay, it's gonna kill. Nobody. Okay, Hellwave. This will kill somebody. This might be the end of the round. Okay, there they go, and they usually will die. Yeah, there they go. Cosmic burn. All right, we're not out of this yet. Not out of this yet. Okay, we're going to throw a Hades thing. It's going to either bring everyone back to life, or some back to life, or leave them all dead. I don't know. It's going to cost us 20 to find out. And then they just might die anyway. Okay. Yay! Gene's back. Metal shot. Fantastic. That's not good. Yep. That's extraordinarily bad. Plasma cannon, which means that, oh joy, he's the center of it. And get ready for the that sucks sign. Oh, it's 5. Okay. Interesting. 94. What he has left. I'll do this twice. Magic. What do you have there left there? Gene, you have 239. Getting ready for the, yep, getting ready. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna take this opportunity to take a break. Damn it! Gotta figure out what we're gonna do. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add some time back to the clock, guys. I want to. There you go. We will beat this game. We will beat this game. Hey, Drowsy Asteroid, how you doing? GG. Pretty much. I might as well throw an ad or two in here as well. Where's that damn thing? It's just like, yeah, you build up all to this, and then all of a sudden, bam. All of that. Yeah, we're going to take a commercial time out here and all that kind of neat stuff. I'm okay, good. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Hope you've been enjoying our 34th episode of this mess. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and hit pause. Looks something like this. And there's nothing in there. We're going to throw some commercials at it in just a second. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Kills me.
Something's coming up the plumbing for Luigi's in a bind. Giant turtles out to get him, creepy crabs are right behind. Fighter flies, cheaper shites, they're all coming out the pipes. Mario, where are you? It's Atari Mario Brothers with Mario from Donkey Kong, his brother Luigi, and lots of
Here's some old video game commercials from second generation and even first generation gaming. And yes, this is the real shit.
Mario Brothers, new from Atari.
I had those.
I
did not have one of these though. I kind of wish I
you'll
did.
ever see on your TV set. Telstar by Coleco with 3 different games. Telstar Tennis with digital scoring, variable speeds. Telstar Hockey. Each player controls a goalie plus a forward on the other side. Oops, a goal. And Telstar Singles Handball, a game you play yourself. Telstar Handball, Tennis, Hockey. All 3 at an exciting low price. For great family fun, hitch your TV to a Telstar by Coleco.
You wanna play Berserk? You're on.
Not Berserk.
The video.
Love that game.
You can't play Berserk.
I'm Stern
at
Electronics.
home. Now you can. Atari.
It's Berserk inside an electric maze where robots shoot with electric.
Actually, this is one of my favorite Atari games.
So look out, don't get
From way back when.
Berserk is here from Atari.
Can you beat that?
And only for systems from Atari.
Okay, the ads have ended. How about that? Okay, let's see if I can get the commercials to stop. All right, so the Telstar was actually a first generation console. We didn't really have a console definition yet. It was an interchangeable cartridge, which makes it the console. But Nerdad brought this up, as a matter of fact, when we were talking about what's in the past and all that kind of stuff, and that is that the first generation actually did have a crash back in 1977 because we were getting pretty much fed up with Pong games, no hand tennis, whatever. And then the interchangeable cartridge system came out. Now in '72, the first Odyssey came out. Then the Atari VCS came out in '77, and that kind of revitalized things, strangely enough. And then all of a sudden, other consoles of the second generation started coming out. They're like the Intellivision, the ColecoVision, the Odyssey 2, and so forth, the Atari 5200. So It was an interesting time back in those days where you see all those Pong-like commercials. Telstar certainly was one of them. Radio Shack had one, Bally had one, so yeah, there's that. Okay, let's get back to our game, shall we? And let's see what we can clean up the mess that we left behind here. All right, so the party died. Yeah. What kind of checkpoint could there possibly be? If we hit load, it would be the save right before the first battle. I'm rather curious because I never do checkpoint. It'd be great for like in the middle of battle, like right before you die. Bam. Okay, there you go. Checkpoint. Loading. Now, for those of you wondering, this is the JBC XI, which is a let's see right where we are. That would be the same thing as a load. Okay. This is JVC XI, Sega CD, and Genesis combined into one thing. Plus, it's a karaoke machine because that was the shit back in those days, right? And I got it for Dragon's Lair. First time Dragon's Lair appeared in an optical disc format for the home. It just so happens all these other games came out for it too. This is towards the end of the life cycle. I did stop the clock, so let's go ahead and restart it at 1 hour and 27 minutes and change. Gotta do all this shit over again. All right, here we go. I cannot skip this, by the way, so
Lucia!
all the cutscenes, all the talk stuff. Can't do a damn thing.
What's the matter with you, Lucia? Turning our special guests away without a proper reception. That's so impolite.
Normally turn it up, but we've already heard all this. In fact, this is now the third time we've heard this. First time we had a game interrupt us because time simply just ran out. This time we actually died after quite a few waves. Quite a few turns. I skipped this at least? Of course.
Now then, what brings you to my inner sanctum? Have you come to
I'll say this, Working Designs did a wonderful job with the translation of this game. They are no longer around. Gung Ho is doing the current version that will be released next month. And I'm really excited to see this title, as well as its predecessor, come out to a new audience. Because when this game first came out back in 1995, for us here in North America, I was in my early 20s. I've been through all this before. And then the PlayStation version came out a few years later. Yay, got it. Got all the promotion material for it as well. Fantastic. Again, it's good to see it's come out again for new audiences. And I hope you all get this. This will be the Lunar Remastered. Contains the Silver Star story complete, as well as Eternal Blue, 2 Eternal Blue complete. You'll regret this coming, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and this thing and all that kind of neat stuff. Great. Okay. Battle time. Let's do it.
Zophar, your twisted words
Bad
don't
dream.
scare us.
Disco
We
ball
will
comes
not
out.
allow you to pervert this world with your
Lasers
evil.
hit it.
Your game's up.
All right. Staying alive. Okay, so that is where he shoots sickles at us. And never, ever use AI. Ever. All right, so. Command! Oh, it's just like deja vu all over freaking again. Okay, that. And you're gonna do this. I'm gonna do it a little differently this time. When we get to the second half. And you're going to do some magic. And you're gonna do Hadoken. And you're gonna do some magic. And you're gonna do well, see, it's the same either or, isn't it? Like, you know, maybe a minuscule difference, maybe less than 5 points. So let's go ahead and do that. And you're just gonna use the cheapest thing you have on you. There you go. Round 1, fight. I'm gonna use a different strategy in the second half, like I said. Now, the first time I played this, Drowsy Asteroid, I played this back when it first came out back in 1995. Now, here I am playing it again, 29 years later for the second time. Okay, thank you. Take your sweet ass time. A flame bomb. Gonna throw a big old follow flame as well as that. Not too bad. Again, it's like, you know, you throw the ice thing, it's about the same amount of points, either or. Okay, so here we are. Second round. Same as the first round. Gonna throw sickles at us again, isn't he? Okay, we're gonna take no precautions here. First round, because remember, we get fully restored, although we do get beat up while Lucia is going on her little speechy 7 times round or whatever. Okay, so same thing, and get this, same thing. Go! Round 2. Now the good news is we're at the end of the game. Fantastic. Or are we? The bad news is that if we don't advance the story in 3 streams, regardless, we go to the next game automatically, but we will show what we should have done first before we start the new game. New game we're going to start after the conclusion of this one, not tonight necessarily. Will be a Super Nintendo game called Lufia. And Lufia, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't have the cartridge in front of me, was done by a company called Kaito, makers of Space Invaders. What do we got here? First time chat. Please tell me you emulated instead of breaking the bank. No, I don't. Well, I broke the bank over a series of about 48 years. So this is not emulation. This is a Sega CD. Actually, it's a JVC XI, which was one of the many different versions of Sega CD that came out in a short amount of time. And this is the actual Lunar Eternal Blue disc for Sega CD in the console right in front of me with my 35-year-old Sega Genesis controller. So, playing on 32-year-old hardware. Sweet. Okay, we did some damage. We're doing okay. Oh, the Halo thing. Crap. All right, so be prepared. We're gonna get sucked in. Do I want to use the thing first, or do I want to use the thing second? He's only attacking once. Let's go for the little bitty thing. Yeah, because he doesn't have a heal ring on anymore. All right, so magic, that, this, that, this. Go. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Let's see. Aid Emil Kirk. The Sega CD has 0 copy protection because it came out when basically nobody has a CD burner. That's right. You could just burn a CDR. Yeah, I could, but I didn't. Being a video game collector kind of cheapens my inventory, if you will. I have collected literally over 1,500 video games in a near 5-decade span. So I understand that and all that kind of stuff, but I actually worked for the major video game retailer that's out there now, back when it was in separate entities, namely the Electronics Boutique. And if they kind of caught me doing that kind of crap, it would be kind of bad, to the point where I could lose my job and get into trouble and all that kind of stuff. So no, they didn't really do that. That's coming from a guy who named his son Alex because of this series. Did you really? From Lunar, Silver Star, yes. Okay, he's showering up. That's not good. Okay, we're gonna continue on. He's gonna go back to everybody. What is that? I mean, when I got started playing video games, it was even before the Atari VCS. Practically the Super Pong came out, and I was playing pinball tables, and I was a rather young kid, about to head into elementary school. Okay, 503. So my new strategy is I'm going to continue pretty much doing this, except certain people are going to be aiming for the hands, certain people will be aiming for the face. Same for the cats. Luna, Mia, Leo are gone. Oh, but you still have no. Excellent. You are a true Lunar fan. And you know what's fun? I've said, you know, I'm going to play Lunar. And I talked to the guys at work because we're all video game nuts. And some of them were like, Lunar, what? I said, yeah, I'm not surprised. It did come out for PlayStation, you know. And I will say this, thanks to Final Fantasy VII, because I played JRPGs before Final Fantasy VII's launch, back in '97. It opened the door for some of these older titles, particularly from the Squaresoft series, you know, the Final Fantasies, the Chrono, and all that, to actually get a new life. Well, now here we are, 20 years after that fact, and we're breathing new life into these games again. So make sure you get the Lunar remastered for whatever console or Steam or toaster, microwave, whatever. Make sure you get it. Amazing as these games, the SNES is absolutely the right call during this. Yeah, yes. I love the Super Nintendo. And I when I was trying to sell these damn games, you couldn't describe them to get people excited. You say, well, it's a turn-based. What's a turn-based? Well, no, we select what we're going to do, magic or attack, and they're falling asleep right in front of you. So you know what? Here's Madden. Bye. Okay, so or here's Tekken. Oh, sort. The memories. Good times. Okay, where are we? We are still all hurting. Okay, and we're just going to use up our magic willy-nilly, knowing that we're going to get healed. Okay, flame, and that. I want to get on Steam so the mod community can add the original voice acting to it. Yeah, I heard about that. Victor Ireland actually did offer the master tapes for a fee, and they pretty much didn't get back to him and hired a whole new acting set. So I'm actually kind of excited to see what these new actors are going to do versus, you know, from Working Designs. Now, I also have the Japanese versions for both the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation. And the voice acting of those are incredible. Game Arts still did those as well. But I tell you, when you heard some of the other voice acting of the time, particularly even shortly thereafter, Resident Evil comes extreme, right off the bat. And Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Horrible voice acting. And that's because they had, in Resident Evil's Biohazard's case, they got the same cast from Biohazard, but they only picked the ones that can actually speak English phonetically to the point where you can understand them. Lunar is comfort food. The new VA could be better, but I don't give a goddamn. Lunar is yeah, absolutely. Remastered Collection is the original Japanese voice acting. I'll play it. That way, no new English voices can invade my mind. There you go. It's beauty. I played the Japanese versions. I didn't beat them, but I did play them. And you can actually play them without having to really know what they're saying, because if you played along the original Sega CD versions, you kind of know what's going on. But all the objects are picturesque instead of words. So, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, round 9,000. What are we doing here? He should be about ready to go and go cry. So, let's see. Ronfar is low on magic, as predicted. Yeah. And Hadoken is doing fine. And that is doing fine. And that is doing fine. When here's something heartbreaking, Working Designs was going to translate the Grandia games, but they got outbid at the last minute. Oh yeah, I have Grandia. I loved it. I loved it. Like I said, when it comes to role-playing games, that's my favorite genre, and it's been my favorite genre for quite some time, even long before 7 came out. And as I said, I give credit to 7 is the eye-opener of the RPGs. But when you look at all the Enix games that came out for SNES. And of course, the Square games, and Sega had their great collection, and so did Treasure. Yeah. Oh, you picked up, damn it. Oh, damn it. Did not expect that. And that's gonna hurt. That hurt too much. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. Oopsie. Okay, we got some work to do. Alright, so... change of plans. Everyone seems to be on healthy side there because they're all in the green. So we're going to do the same thing. This might be the last time, though, because I think he's about ready to go out for the count for the first round. All right, so let's see. There is a resurrect down here. Sure is. Cost me a whole 32. Shit. Okay, so here you go. Working Designs understood the English speakers actually talk. Yep. So many other translations felt soulless. Absolutely. Well, I'm not going to even talk about AI. I'm not going to even talk about it. I mean, yeah, it has its uses. It's wonderful and all that, but it's cheating. I mean, if you really want to get down to it, in my opinion, it's cheating. Ultra Vortex. I thought he was going to go out this round. Damn it! It's probably going to be the next round. I mean, because I listened to voice cloning versus genuine AI. We'll talk about that for a second. It's amazing because what Stickers has done, with the text talk stickers that he has, is just absolutely amazing. But if we just kind of keep it to that run, for giggles and Snickers and all that kind of neat stuff. AI before there was AI. Yeah, exactly. And as an aspiring comic, okay, if you ever want to have somebody bring up that AI George Carlin special. Oh my God, I hadn't seen that. I actually subscribed to George Carlin channel on YouTube. If you don't know who George Carlin is, you're kind of missing out. Someone put it on YouTube. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to look out for that tonight. What time is it? 8:12. I still have an hour and 12 minutes because I rolled back the clock just ever so much. Oh, I gotta get this game done tonight, damn it. You're all not helping. Hey, what do you got there? You don't have enough, do you? Carlin's closest I had to have got. He had an incredible lexicon where he could use it to advantage to make things, bring out the ridiculous in everything by just merely using the words and using them correctly, manipulating them, using our ability to be stupid. Yeah, see, damn it. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Can't use it yet. Can use this. My crew is small and getting bigger. We're going to use pure. Let's see who needs it the most. I'm going to have to stick with Hero, believe it or not. Yeah, he's the heavy hitter. I didn't think I was going to be this hurt this early into this thing. To be fair. Wait, what am I doing? Item. You got one of those. Yep. And you're going to give it to Ronfar. Where are you? Flashing back there? Good. All right. She is a heavy hitter, but she's the least hitting heavy hitter. There's music style, genre, and decades. Oh, good lord. Yes. I stopped listening to top 40 basically in the mid-90s. In fact, I kind of gave up on television then too. So basically anything from the 50s through early 90s. And anything but rap. I've never been a huge fan of that. Not so much on country music. To be fair. Okay, wait a minute. Yep. Okay. Now we get to go through this.
Hero? I know you're not going to believe this, but he's back.
But back when I was a disc jockey, we played top 40. To be fair, so top 40, of course, is all encompassing. So yeah, there'd be a song or two that I didn't care for, but you get paid to play it, so.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It does matter.
Will fail before the supreme master of treachery. I hold the winning hand, and the time has come to play my trump card.
Then it becomes this big old thing hanging off the cliff.
Now that I have seized the power of Althena, my return is complete. I am the absolute ruler of the universe.
I would turn it up, but we've already heard all this.
Althena's power or not, you can't win this so far. We'll stop you and save Lucia using a power you can't fathom.
This is like the second time we're doing this, dude. He's already done all this. Weren't you even paying attention? Okay, so now we have to survive Lucia.
Hero. In the face of defeat, why do you rise up?
Okay, so
Gives you the power.
we're going to stick to the plan. We're just going to attack. And you still okay. You're going to attack. We should survive this round. We have enough points to do so, certainly. And you're going to attack. And you are going to use your item, Missy, that we tried to use before. Couldn't, because, again, like I said, deviate from the path. He's going to go all flashy and boomy, and then that, you know, that's the end of the round, and here we are. All right, so. And you're going to attack. Because those are infinite item. Zophar looks like Prince and RuPaul Crab collaborated to dress him. I suppose. Looks like he has worms in his hair, though. I mean, that's kind of... When I was... we were in an auditorium in college. And there was this one nice-looking lady in front of us. And, you know, she was all, you know, happy and cheerful. But apparently she sat underneath one of those little oak trees, and they had these little wormies. And she got a little too close to the branch. She had these worms crawling through her hair. And we're like, my partner, my lab partner and I didn't have the courage to let her know this. I felt kind of bad. The Prince wouldn't come up with that raspberry beret. Raspberry beret. Okay, attack, attack, attack. You are going to attack the face, my dear. Now, she'll get off maybe a couple rounds because she's that far away. But she, for whatever reason, has to come up first. Gets bombarded by the flippy thing, and then, of course, she goes off course, and that's the end of that. Oh, because Lakey's still... Exactly. Okay, we got rid of one. Bye. Here comes the new one. And he's going to slice Ruby right in half. Okay. Yep. That's her turn. And next one. That's interesting. Okay. One big hit. Come on, get a critical in there. You got it. That's minus 300 points right there. And a big old plasma shock didn't do much. Okay, looking at their points, they should survive just a tad. Although I'm not liking Leo's two-digit number there. Okay. I'm gonna I know what we can do. I have a plan. Okay. Hit the face. Don't run into the damn diamond. It's right there. Ugh. Like they're listening to me anyway. We're gonna use the Dover nut here on him. Dude, Lucia is not like Jeannie from My Dream of Jeannie. In a way, yeah. She's trapped in an amber thingy. Jean, really? I mean, when my brother and I played the first Lunar on SEGA CD, we were just absolutely blown away by that rock anthem intro. And then we got this one about a couple of years later, and it's just like, oh wow, here we are, big old hit. No, not a big old hit. It's just don't die on me. Ronfar's actually gonna have to use some magic. Damn it, Dizzle! Yes, we're still here. Yes, we're still here, Dizzle. Innocent and stupid, then gains experience. Exactly. I don't think it's ignorant and stupid. It's just naive, and she was definitely naive. Yes, we're still here, Dizzle. We're trying it again, and because we failed so spectacularly last time, we almost failed this time too. A series of reasons for the game Tales of Symphonia. Appreciated the better music, yeah. Well, I appreciated the music on this one. In fact, I bought the soundtrack to this one years and years and years ago. All right, let's see. I think she's almost done with her self-pity speech here, so I don't want to use that. Wait a minute. Use this. Hang on. He should have a couple of these. He does. Okay. And we're going to give it to Hero because he's going to need it. Okay, hang on. And I'm going to let that go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and allow that. Piercing's okay here. I try not to do it so much. I try to not do the F-bomb so much, but occasionally it'll get the better of me. And so I'll just say, you know, it. It's like up there just below, F cancer. Go ahead and hit allow. Thank you. All right. Dude so far is a mother effer. Glad he didn't quit at Borgen. Yes. All right, attack the face. Don't run into the damn diamond. But you're gonna do it anyway. Suck. All right. Oh, it was absolutely. Surprisingly, I actually did beat it. I believe on the first try. The Red Fiend has been like the bad of bads here for me. And now Zophar round 2. Well, here we are again. So, and if you're not familiar with how I work here, we have a 3. Oh, you hit it. Yes. And then you hit the other thing. Damn it. You couldn't stay where you were, Spark Cannon. We have a thing here. If I don't advance the story in 3 streams, we move to the next game on the list. Luffy is that. Also, Gens and Cage of Fusion are bad about disappearing saves. Yeah. I've been pretty lucky with this. I'm surprised I still have saving power on this very old console, CD-based console. I haven't tested out my TurboGrafx CD yet. I'm gonna try that soon because I did bring up TurboGrafx at one point. So we'll see. But I thought I had to put a new battery in my Saturn, and it turns out that this is my backup Saturn, and I never played it before. So there was a fresh battery in there that's been sitting there for almost 30 years. Good for me. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta open console games replace. Yeah, absolutely. Well, fortunately, Saturn had a door just for it. And I realized that, hey, I never used it before because I had still a ribbon separating the battery from the contact. Like, okay, well, there you learn. So, you know, what are you gonna do? All right, attack. For God's sakes, just attack the face. Just attack the face. Attack the face. Okay, and go. I thought so. I love my Sega Saturn. I have 3 of them. I have 1 Japanese and 1 launch and 1 replacement case because I almost broke my launch one. Then I fixed it. Now I know why I have a backup. And I never used it before. It's just the first one I found. And I used to collect the Japanese consoles as well because I could. And because I was working for EB and then ultimately Babbage's, which later became GameStop, I could bring in the games, show them to our prospective customers, and then off we go. Stop doing that. Okay, now here comes the big. No, it's not the big stuff.
Ruby.
Why action replay and emulation? Yeah, that's true. I did have an action replay.
Your bravery
In fact, I found the one for my. Well, I found one for Genesis. I found the. I had one for the PlayStation. We gotta remember they got rid of the door in later models. The access port. I don't know. I'm a video game collector. Remember? It's an expensive hobby. Now that I'm older and I'm questionably wiser, I'm going to allow that. I will officially not comment on that. Having worked for them for a grand total of 10 years between the 3 identities, now that they're all one. But I'm not going to disagree with it necessarily either. Okay, Lucia's still in her speech. All right, so get lucky and shoot the effing face, Lamia. Now. Okay, so my time with this entity was from 1994 until 2004. So I haven't been with them now for over 20 years. What they've become after that, like I said, I wasn't a part of that. I was part of their beginning. So with EB Games, we were taking trade-ins, much like Funko was, and so was Neostar was the original company that Software Etc. and Babbage's were. They went out of business. They got resurrected by the owner of at Barnes & Noble. And yeah, we got sued by Funko because we were literally stealing their pricing guides.
Now it becomes clear.
So it goes way back.
The power of this world lies in the
Oh, is that
human
Final
spirit.
Fantasy VI box in mint condition? It is.
Hero, I finally
Sorry, I'm only allowed to give you 7. Yes, yes. Okay. Again, it's pawn shop logic.
Your belief in each other
You
is
could easily go
grievously
somewhere else and
misguided.
get money for it, or you can get store
To
credit.
wipe your miserable souls
I don't
from
know. No,
existence.
actually, getting money for it is harder.
Don't have a
I'll tell you a little story about that in a second too.
Hero!
Oh, we already heard all this shit, so hang on.
Hero!
So anyway, Hero! You're not even listening. Anyway,
Time to roll the bones.
Funko maybe as well as be Toys R Us. Now, Funko was bought by GameStop.
If we only
We actually, for their lawsuit and winning, we went out and bought them a few years later.
Humanity's power is the key.
There was a while where GameStop was giving cash away for trade-ins, and I warned management. In my state, in the state of Florida, you have to have a second metal handler's license. In other words, a pawn license.
Power can never extinguish the
And we didn't get one because they were based out of Texas, and Texas is not necessary. So they figured using that logic, they can get away with it in Florida, and the powers that be in Florida said, no, you won't either. And that stopped that. Hero! That stopped that.
You're speaking
So,
in
yeah.
circles, sweet Lucian.
And I'm just standing like, I told you so.
Your heart that
What
I'll
were you
never
thinking?
be defeated.
Run,
I miss it, but I don't miss it. Now, I was pleased to hear Game Informer, that bunch, is getting back together.
Ruby.
I'm very happy to hear that. 'Cause I did contribute to the magazine once or twice, or
Time has come.
a dozen times.
Believe in yourself.
Haven't killed this boss yet. No, Skrullock.
Take back
I
this
died.
world's identity.
I died.
I believe in
Yeah, digital. Yeah, I figured it's
Never
digital.
give up.
Anyone who goes out of their way to make a print copy anymore, it's
time
it's
to die!
a fool's errand.
Yes, and you will be the first to
Shout
go.
out to Captain Dizzle. Thank you, Skrullock. Appreciate that. Absolutely, Captain Dizzle. Give Captain Dizzle a follow. Skrullock as well. They both certainly deserve it. Fine streamers in their own right. Okay, we're all fully healed, and if my eyes don't deceive me, I'm actually going first. Holy crap. Okay, we're going to take full advantages. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it now. No, we're not going to attack. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay. We're going to continue using a post sword against the face. We're not hurt yet. Well, I do love looking through closets and dressers, finding gaming magazines. I moved a couple of times, and I had to actually get rid of some of mine, sadly, because of their frickin' bulk weight. They're heavier than hell. Try throwing a whole bunch of them in a big old box, like your typical Home Depot or U-Haul box, and then just sadly watch your arms go cry off in some corner, detach themselves off your torso. That's kind of what happened with me, so I had to get rid of a bunch. Get my strategy guides. And I kept certain ones, especially the Game Fan that had the horrible, horrible print. I still have that somewhere. Okay, let's do this. They are about nostalgia, absolutely. Like I said, certain Game Pros I kept, certain Game Informers. There was a Game Fan publication that had a very horrible edition come out with all kinds of swear words that immediately got pulled off the shelves. And I managed to keep one of those. Okay, so it's this first round too, so do you do it? We're gonna do it anyway. So yeah, everyone gets healed, even though they're not really hurt. You are going to do Hadokens against one arm. You're gonna continue doing what you were doing before because you do it well. That'd be one of these. And then you are going to do the cheapest thing we have, Flashblade, but you're going to go against this arm. Post sword. Runfire doesn't heal people, have them defend. Yeah. But like I said, this is round one, and they don't necessarily go in the right order. Okay. We need to get rid of his damn hands as well. Tranquil Litany. Unfortunately, that's a small waste, but hey, like I said, Live and learn. Love seeing 5 goose eggs come up on the screen. Crematorium. I love the post sword. It only costs 4 points. And it's not upgradable through the magic point system. So I'm so glad I got that. That was actually for us here, dummies here in America. That was not part of the Japanese game, believe it or not. Yes, she will. Like I said, that's her 1 turn. Okay. Not terrible. Metal Shot is terrible, though. I hate Metal Shot. Yeah, it hits a little harder. Alright, so. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Absolutely. I have more faith in humanity, though. Don't seem to learn from our mistakes so much. Okay, let's try this again. Round 2. Go. Facey. Healy. That hand. Let's see. Everyone's okay, so she can continue using her crematorium. And then you will use that thing over there. I do want to get through this game tonight. Programming note for Saturday's stream will be Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to play some Saturn games. We got a whole bunch of Saturn games down from the garage, and hell, they're in here now, so hey. Good stuff. And for the 7 people out there who had a Sega Saturn, which is sad because there were more Saturns sold here in North America than there were Dreamcasts. Yes, that is true. Can't believe that myself, but eh. The numbers are there. Plasma Cannon. Once again, going for Gene, just like last round. The last game. Gene was it, or the Punch Magnet, as I like to call it. Metal Shot, that's going to hit anyone. Yep. Yep. Okay. Puts her back in the white. Lordy, Lord. We will get through this game, yeah. I've spent 90 hours on this stupid thing. We will get through this game. For 80 hours, whatever. Long periods of time. It's not that I'm low on level either. Everyone's like 50 or higher. Anyway, back in those days, Aid, what I love about this is I got to keep a lot of the shelf talkers and other related merchandise. And I do have the Shelf Talkers strategy guide for the original version of this game. And then when they came out for PlayStation version, of course, they had other material like Lucia's Pendant, a free gift if you reserved the game. Its predecessor, you got a gallon punching doll, which was fun. Eternity even. That was the Megatroid. Ultra Ray, oh shit. Yep, this is the big one. Get out all the metal shavings at us. Okay, okay. And then, of course, a plasma cannon. Who's going to nail Hero this time? He could survive this fairly easily because he's at 440. Yeah, it's not too terrible. Okay, that is terrible, actually. Just randomly slap people. Okay. I'm surprised they let me go first. I kind of think that's kind of like a pity move. Oh, you died the first time. Here, let me help you. In the very least possible way. All right, so. Magic. Gotta watch Ronfar now. This might be her last turn doing one of those. All right, let's do this. Now, to be fair, if I'm not mistaken, Lucia is free from Zophar's grasp, correct? And what's she doing? Other than flying up there with Ruby. think she could give us a hand or something. Okay, I'm hoping one of those is not the Cosmic Burn. Crematorium, that's us. What I have to do. A35. I'll be upset. A plasma cannon. Once again, going after Gene because he's an asshole. Not good. Yep. Cosmic Burn, that's going to hit everyone. The close to will be harder than the further away. Yep. Alrighty, continuing on, same strategy. All right. Let's do this. Die already. At least we could get rid of one of the arms. Not yet. Okay, everyone gets healed. I'm surprised Leo is as high as he is, considering. Crematorium, that's us. Now, a couple of these folks here have an angel ring, which is good. Hellwave, not good. It only took Jean. Now, because she had the shadow. Yep, there goes the ring. Here comes the plasma again. She may not survive it anyway. Again, she's kind of it. She did survive. All right. All right, let's go. Let's see, you're down to 76. Crap. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do one of these and throw it at Jean because whatever reason, Jean's luck is like down in the shitter. Okay, so magic, we're gonna continue on just like before. That. You're gonna use an item. You have nothing to restore. Okay, so you're not gonna use an item. You're gonna use your magic. We already used it. This is unfortunate. And now you're gonna use an item. You do have one. All right. Best I can do. Here we go. Deviate from plan. He might die. Who knows? His face is getting beat up quite a bit. That's for sure. Okay, lose the arm? Not yet. Silver light. There he goes. Okay, get all that magic goodness back. Purity litany. Put Jean back on top of things. It did. Crematorium. Gonna hit everything. Ah, crap. Okay, this time it actually hit. Lamina, Cosmic Burn, that's not good. Yep. Now he's becoming an asshole. Okay, next round. This might be an interesting tactic for me. continue on anyway. Stick with the plan as best we can. Sort of. Excellent. My fear is though it's going to get Leo because Leo is in the shadow barely. Because he returns back to his spot. Now, the thing is though, will that pick him up? I'm going to hope not, with extreme uncertainty. Nice. Ultra Ray. Okay, it's gonna hit everyone. Nope, not quite. A Cosmic Burn, that sucks. Yep. Leah's gonna take the brunt of that one. Now as for the other thing, Hell Wave. Oh, took them. We're about to lose them. Yep. Son of a bitch. Okay, we're going to take a small break here because my dog has just indicated to me that he needs to do some extracurricular activity, notably outside, and then probably leave a deposit or two. So stand by for just a second. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to run about another minute 30 worth of ads. Stand by. Okay, added some time back to the clock. All right, so we got 2 down. free to go. And we're going to get hit 3 times. So we're going to have to let those 2 stay down this round. And just continue on what we were doing before. Alright, let's go. I'm hoping we've nailed enough HP off its face. As dumb as that sounds, that's where we are. Let's go. So what gets me, we lost already. We got that. Of course, there's Lucia just floating there, you know, just in a dreamlike state and all that. Like, yay! Why didn't you do anything, Lucio? You're free. For God's sakes, help us. Cosmic burn. Gonna hit everyone somewhat marginally. Yep. Okay. Metal shot, that will not hit us somewhat marginally. That's going to hurt. Yep. Plasma cannon. Who's going to get it? She will. We're about to lose her. Because of course. Okay, bye. Okay. Well, chat, this is not going as well as I'd hope. We do have 40 minutes left. All right, we've got Ronfar and Hero. I wish Dark Sword would work on bosses. For once, that's all I can say. I wish it would work on bosses. All right. So do I want to do what yeah, you know what? Keep you healthy for this round. Hopefully you'll stay healthy for this round because we're only going to get attacked once, looks like. And then we'll try to resurrect a couple of those back there. I hope. What's unfortunate is that plasma cannon. Yeah, that's what I thought. And you're going to hit him. All right. No way, thank goodness. He should survive this. Yep. Okay, round's over. Nope, slap time. Only 2 remaining. And of course. All right. Here we go. Magic, Poe Sword. Magic, and healed everyone. Like I said, I would love to see if I can resurrect those 2, but Interesting, Ronfar did go first. Cosmic burn. And I'm going last, it looks like. Yep. Another plasma cannon. And he should be okay with this. Barely. Ah, crap. Poe Sword! Die already! Not happening. Okay. This royally sucks. Man, he has to defend. And hopefully he won't run right back into the circle, right? Alright. And he is going to... We're going to take a gamble on this. Even though it's a triple hitter. Hades wager. See if we can bring somebody back to life. Oh, of course. Well, that was a waste. You gotta keep them dead sometimes. It's just that simple. Okay, Ultra Ray, yeah. Yeah, and that's gonna be that thing. And all the metal shavings in the world, yep. Huh. Okay. Hell wave. Yep. 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 He didn't get to make his turn. Angel ring he's wearing though. Okay, so that was an oopsie. It's got to be just a few more points. Just a few more points. One more round. He's getting the plasma cannon. That's not a bad thing necessarily. I mean, it's not great. It's not a bad thing. Okay. And of course, the metal shot yet again. This could be a bad thing. Almost. Jesus. 12 points. Okay. So. Down to 77 magic. All right. He's going to heal himself only. Die already. Let's go. Of course. Of course. We're about to lose Zophar. Okay. Oh, he had the ring. Thank God. That's why he's not healing up after every round, because he has an angel ring. Okay, so all the angel rings have been used now. His defense is down. Purity Litany. Alrighty, so got to get him out of there. And the best way to do that is to do this. And if I hit defend, he might just run into the circle, of course. So let's go ahead and have him attack. A hand. Okay, that worked. Oh, we couldn't go first? Of course not. Well, doing the best we can here with what we got. Right, this is gonna be it for that. The Hell Wave's now coming. Yep. Here it comes. It wouldn't let Hero go next. Nope. Took time. Hi, Hero. You're dead. Alright, so where are we? And of course we got a triple hit. So we're gonna go out in style, folks. We're not going to get to go at all. 370s now down to 194. Plasma cannon. He's the only one left. This probably will do it. Yeah, this will do it, certainly. Alrighty. Well, we gave it our best here. Got to come up with something different. Alrighty. We've already put enough time back on the clock. Got 32 minutes to do all this stuff over again. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to build up. Okay, so there will be an episode 35. That kind of sucks. Kind of sucks now. That really does suck. It really does. Alright, so I'm wondering at the very, very top, can we use the dragon wings? Here's the thing. In order for us to go up the level, we literally have to do tens of thousands of doohickey. But we'll be back at the very beginning where our ship is. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. So the next time we play this game again will be Monday evening. And I'm going to try to see if I can build up 5 levels. Believe it or not, 5 levels doesn't sound like much. They only go up like maybe a point or 2 for each attribute. But it's that much more powerful. As far as the magic is concerned, excuse me, wow. As far as like Ronfar with healing, he's capped at level 30. As far as Lamina is concerned with her fire and ice, she's capped at level 30. We don't use the wind magic with Dean so much. So let's see what I can do. Contemplate here, we have a half an hour. Now, what I was going to say earlier, that I was going to give a choice of what to play. And the choice is we could continue playing the game. Let's say for shits and giggles, we actually do defeat the game. Here's an epilogue to this game. In other words, the game goes beyond the normal ending. Kind of like a plus mode, if you will. But instead of restarting the game, you continue on with the story. There's more to the story than what originally was there. Or we can move on to our next game, Lufia. So when we think about it, but we haven't gotten there yet, so because quite frankly, this is the most I've ever spent on this game. Give you a good idea. I think I started playing this game. This is what, episode 30 something. We're here now in March. I would play it twice a week. So we started playing this game back in 2024. So it's been a while. So let's see what I got. 30 minutes exactly. Let's head back over to the console. And the party died. We get that. Let's go ahead. We're going to hit load. And actually, yeah. Or we could hit the, or we could go to the. I can't hit back. I want you to let me hit back. Well, okay. Let's see. Hit the Coliseum. How about that? That is the high point. 81 hours. Okay. Having said that, let's get back out there to. I wonder, can I actually use the wings here? It's been so long since I've actually done any of this nonsense. No, I can't. I have to actually leave the board. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Item, use. I can use them. Okay, I can use them here, but not in the actual Coliseum. Right. Now this will take us back to our ship, or at least outside our ship. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make the trial up. First of all, we got to hit the statue, just because. That is not like a store in here. Somebody left behind from Leo's crew. After all, Leo is here with us. That we can actually buy stuff from. I believe the answer is no. There's no crew left. Nobody in the mess hall. Nobody in their quarters. Nope. That's it. Okay, well, so be it. Fine. Okay, so what we're going to do, I hate doing this, I really do. And I think I kind of had to do this when I last played this game all those years ago, is that this was one of the most ultimate grind games. We used to call it building up back in the day. That I can think of. Why do you do that? My wonky controller. So what I will be doing here from well, not necessarily tonight because I'm pretty beat, but certainly tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be taking trips up the up Zophar's little portrait device here. I'm going to be doing some battles. Can you do encounter here, just out of here? No, don't do that. I don't know, it won't let me move back and forth. There we go, there we go. Is there an encounter here in this little stage? And I believe the answer is no, because we would have been hit by one by now. So it must be in here. Okay. So what you used to do in this game, if you played the original, even to a degree, just wander around and try to find a pocket where you can just go bob back and forth. Okay, so we got these. Oh, we got a free round too. Okay, no, we're not doing that. No AI. AI sucks in this game. I hate doing this on stream. I really do. I like to push the story as much as possible. Now, here's the other option too. Also in my possession is one of Panzer Dragoon Saga. Now, if you're not familiar with the game, that's the third of 3 of the Panzer Dragoon series for Sega Saturn. This one happened to be an RPG, unlike the other two, which were basically rail shooters. And it was an absolute beautiful game. It came out towards the end of the Saturn's life cycle, and there are only about 6,000 of those made here for the North American audience. I just happened to get one when it was brand new. I worked for EB back in the day. So having said that, instead of Lufia, is honestly, of the Lufia series for SNES, the second one is a superior game, but you got to start somewhere. So I usually start with the first one. Now look at this. Leo is going to go up a level. Leo was that close to coming up to a level. Okay, so let's find a place where we can just kind of bob up and down. That's pretty good. And so what we're going to do is we don't get any money out of this because we can't buy anything. But we will get lots of experience, and we will get lots of M points, which we're probably going to boost up everyone else's magic. Because maybe we need to use it. Who knows? Let's just go all out. Take the next 25 minutes doing so. If you have any questions about video games in general, not necessarily this one, certainly you can ask about this one though, but in video games in general, I play for here and stream purposes, games from the 1st generation all the way through the 6th generation. That's a lot of gaming. See, everything from Pong to the PlayStation 2 in this case. That's where the 6th gen hits. So we played a little bit of Nintendo 64, certainly Super Nintendo, certainly Sega Genesis, Sega Master System we've played, the various Ataris out there, ColecoVision and Television we played, of course arcade games as well. And with the exception of the arcade games, because I do own a few arcade games, with the exception of those, every game you see here for any console I actually own. So, not that I just go and download a ROM and say, ha, look at this game. No, I actually own the game. So, having said that. Okay, so, gotta find play. See, you can't pop them down. Sucks. We'll just do it this way. What's your favorite RPG there, Pac-Man? That'd be Chrono Trigger. Thanks for asking. Appreciate that. And why? I was just so enthralled with that game. With the soundtrack, the graphics were incredible. The story was just absolutely amazing. I am a doofus. Be attacking that one first. A, it's not flashing an eye, and B, it's going to hit us with a blizzard if we don't get rid of them. I need to play Chrono Trigger? Absolutely. That is one of the most highly recommended games. And we actually, at my store, and this was Electronics Boutique or EB Games, depending on how you look at it. We actually put up a television up on our counter. We dug up a used Super Nintendo. We got the game, my copy of the game because I purchased it. And we put it on there and said, we're going to try to sell this game. And we failed miserably. The attract mode for that game was incredible. The music was just absolutely brilliant. The soundtrack, if you bought the soundtrack, or just listen to the game music, you know, whatever, however you do it, just listen to the damn thing. It's just absolutely wonderful. And I've gotten to all the endings, and it's just you could sit there and play that game for hours and hours and hours. one of the first truly long games, much like this one here for Sega CD, the second Lunar, Eternal Blue. As we are approaching, well, we passed hour 80, means we'll be hitting soon hour 90 by the time I'm done. But yeah, I'm glad they actually brought Chrono Trigger to the PlayStation, added the new cutscenes and everything like that, which was fantastic. I probably will play this at some point. And my role-playing criteria for playing on the weeknights is that it has to come out before Final Fantasy VII. And the reason being is that Final Fantasy VII was the eye-opening role-playing game that got everyone's attention because of Sony's marketing blitz. It had newspaper ads, magazine ads, radio ads, of course television ads, even trailers, movie trailers. You couldn't go out and not know what Final Fantasy VII was by the time it launched. Very ambitious, especially for a game that's not super popular as far as genre-wise in North America then. Oh, there we go. There's a good spot. For those of us who played like on Sega Genesis, didn't have as much offering for role-playing versus Super Nintendo. But you had the Phantasy Star series. The Light Crusader was an interesting RPG from Treasure. So forth. Got your games. Thank God for Blockbuster Rental back in those days too. Because I love spending $100 for a role-playing game. Phantasy Star 4. Come to think of it, this game, if I'm not mistaken, when it came out in retail, it was $50. $50 was a high price point back then. Then, of course, with the Saturn and the PlayStation came out later on in 1995, $50 price point became standard. So I'm going to be here for a while. Here we go. But yeah, no, if you haven't played Chrono Trigger, I mean, it celebrated, let's see, it came out in 1995, so, yeah, wow. Here we are now in 2025. Holy cow. I feel old. 30 years ago. Inside, I'm crying. So okay, I'll tell this little story here. Back in the day, I mentioned NeoStar. That's important because that was the parent company of both Babbage's and Zophar, etc. They went belly up. They filed Chapter 11. And again, they got reorganized and they got bought out by Dan DiMatteo, who was the owner of Barnes & Noble back in the day. And it was feared that GameStop, or actually it was the Electronics Boutique, excuse me, ahead of myself. The Electronics Boutique would be our purchaser. Now, back in those days, I did work for EB. And of course, well, there was some self-congratulations. EB made a fantastic bid. Judge was considering it. And that, and this, and that, and this, and that. And our regional manager personally called all of the Babbage's and Zophar, etc. stores. They still had the dual image. Back in the day, introduced himself and saying, hey, I'm going to be your boss, stand back, or something to that effect anyway. And, I said, we're like, the deal hasn't been finalized yet. Ah, we got it. Practically breaking out the champagne bottle as we speak. And, I said, okay. And of course, a couple of days later, Judge awarded it to Dan DiMatteo because he had the better offer. He was going to close less stores. He was going to do less bad things than what EB had in mind. Because remember, think about it. When GameStop and EB merged and they all became GameStop, all of a sudden you had malls with two GameStops. Well, you don't need that. So a lot of stores closed and a lot of the executive positions got eliminated because there are two of them now. And that's what happens with mergers. That's just the way it works. No. We get rid of Flashy Boy over here because he's going to turn one of us in stone. Right, the rest of y'all can just go have at it. because you can't physically attack that thing when it's in that mode. Let's go. And of course, no, we're talking to the regional director. It's like, about those phone calls you made. And he pretty much like, shut up. And it's like, that's, you know, I mean, the chutzpah of that. Incredible. And I worked with him for many years. I'm not going to mention names or anything like that because there's a good chance he knows my identity here. Because when I start talking shop, oh yeah, we were crazy back in those days. So anyway, back to the original plot. So the reorganization starts and our inventory gets purged. What that means is that everything that was in there doesn't count against the store anymore. I'm going to just let that tick off. See, everything's going up by 3 and 2s. I like that. And that helps out a lot. So what I was about to say. Their inventory at Babbage's and Zophar, etc. got purged. No stores no more. So now they're sitting around with these stores full of merchandise that doesn't count against anything. And my brother got his copy of his cartridge, rather, full box and everything, of Chrono Trigger, and albeit it was a used one. Oh, all 4 of you are in F mode. You know what? F you. I think most of you are alive. If not, it don't matter. We're going to use the billion sword. And then we're going to use you. You're going to use magic. And you're going to use... Nope. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that helps you. Screw that. Yeah. And then you're just going to go all out with one of these. Macy! Anyway, so he got his Chrono Trigger for $17 whole. And as we mentioned before, that was the trade-in value. And he paid for the trade-in value. That's not an unknown thing for us back in those days. That's how I got my Tengen Tetris. It was a trade-in, and I gave the customer the trade-in value, not what he traded in, what we would sell it for. We'd sell it for like $12.99. So I gave him $13. Then I turned around and bought the game for double that. It actually got loss prevention's attention, so we got a phone call. I just happened to answer it that day, and asked me about the Tengen purchase, or rather the Tetris purchase, and said, okay, yeah, that was the Tengen one. I said, so in other words, you got the black cartridge one, right? I said, yeah, that's right. I said, okay, as long as we made money, that's fine, because I didn't put an employee discount on it. And it currently sits in a safe box in my garage. I'll get that out every once in a while. And what Tengen Tetris was is much like the arcade Tetris was, because Atari and Tengen are the same company. Okay, so let's continue on with our little magic fest of nonsense. Because we're just going to keep going back to the ship and heal up and go back to the ship and heal up and battle and all that kind of stuff over and over and over again. So I apologize for not defeating Zophar, because he starts off okay. He's like a hustler. He starts off okay, and then he just goes badass after like a certain number of rounds. So we kind of have to get to that point where we kill him. And I think I have another solution to that. We'll have to test it on Monday. Because I do have to take care of my wife tonight. I'm not traveling tonight, for once. Yay! Give my car a break tonight. If you don't know, I do deliveries and pick up passengers and stuff like that on certain nights of the week. And Thursday, this particular Thursday, I have the night off because that's why I only do. That's why I do 2 hour streams, by the way. Magic, do all that. Okay. But we did get there, like I said. And then we'll have some options available to us. Like I said, the default game is and still is, by the way, Lufia for Super Nintendo. And it's a rather unique game because of the fact it came from a manufacturer that's not known for making role-playing games. It came from Taito. Taito, the original creator of Space Invaders, and Arkanoid, and Bust a Move, Bubble Bobble, and all that kind of neat stuff. Jungle Hunt. Like Capcom did Breath of Fire. Capcom's not necessarily known for that, but they did it anyway. I thought about doing that one too because I did uncover the cartridge. I'm just going to take it slowly because I'm just eating up time now. Appreciate you all watching though. Thank you very, very much. It's a pleasure to talk with you guys and talk about RPG enthusiasts, especially from back in the day. Because back when I fell in love with the genre, a lot of people didn't even know what the hell it was. Oh, hello there, first time chat, but you're putting up garbage. Shame on you. Alright, so let's try this again. And if you have any fond memories of role-playing games, or when you first got started playing it, the first game that you played that you could identify as a role-playing game, do so, because I could argue Adventure. For me, back in the day. Why are you guys so aggressive all of a sudden? Something I said. You're all alive, aren't you? You sure are. It doesn't matter what I do after this point. All right, go. Because a lot of us old kids could say, "Oh, it was the Legend of Zelda for the regular Nintendo, or whatnot." You know, some games like that. It'd be Pitfall 2, Lost Caverns. The hell's that? That is an actual Pitfall game from Activision. Came out for the Atari 2600 and other similar platforms back in that era. It actually had something of a soundtrack. And instead of spending 20 minutes trying to find as much crap as you could, you went around finding gold bar treasures and trying to rescue a monkey and your girlfriend. And it was actually a pretty cool game. It was actually a 10K game, 10-byte game. All right, so let's see what we got here. We're just gonna keep doing Dark Souls. That's it. Scammer, yeah. I've noticed they've been increasing lately. In fact, a few of the streamers I watch, we've all noticed that we're seeing more and more scammers as of this time. Okay, let's go back to the ship. And what better way to do that than using an item? Why walk when we don't have to? Okay, so that'd be item. Use the dragon wingies. Yeah. But Pac-Man, it's only like 100 steps. Big deal. Okay, there we go. It's 9:19. I could stay a little bit later, but this is all I'm going to be doing. I need to formulate a strategy. I think I got another strategy coming in my head. And of course, you know, because of all the vast emptiness of the vacuum that's in there, it has a lot of room to work with. I was thinking we all attack the arms first, and then once they're gone, then we can attack the stupid face. Maybe. As you probably can tell, I'm not using strategy guides. And I do have a strategy guide for this thing, but I don't feel like digging it out. So a lot of these games I'll play like if for the very first time. And in this case, it's actually the second time. But when I found my Sega CD, or in this case, again, the XI, and then I found my stash of games, like, oh, good lord, we hit a jackpot. That means I have Popful Mail, I have Vay here, from Working Designs. And I found my Saturn, found a stash of games for that as well. which we'll be playing a bit on Saturday. Again, Saturday evening, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Eastern Daylight Time, because I hate daylight. I hate daylight time. I really do. We got that. And we're going to play games we didn't play the first time around when we introduced the Saturn to our stream here. I think those things back there are not alive. Yep, okay. At least we got rid of the hats. Now everyone's just going to go and go nuts. And we're doing pretty good. Flash blade. And the next system I'm going to try to get together, because I got the controller, I got the power cord, I got the video cable, I got some games, certainly. I even have a memory card. The only thing, sadly, that I'm missing of it, that I've yet to uncover, is the damn system itself, and that would be the Sega Dreamcast, which is one of my favorites. Sadly, it did not have a long life, about 2.5, 2 3/4 years. Sega just simply went bankrupt. Not bankrupt, but they were hemorrhaging money. They couldn't sustain it, so they just pretty much gave up the ghost. But what games they had for it? And if you like action games, fighting games, certainly fighting games, especially Capcom line. Namco had the Soul Calibur for it. And this is one of the rare times where the home version of the game was better. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. But the home game was actually better than the arcade game, because the home game was similar to that of a Naomi. And the arcade game was on a System 12 from Namco, developed by Sony. Like a more industrial strength PlayStation. And if you ever play the arcade game, it is fantastic, don't get me wrong. Graphics are incredible. But the Dreamcasts were that much more. You're not bobbing with that. Go up here. There you go, perfect. So I'm trying to get that together. Once I get that together, then I'll have a shelf for that here as well, along with the Saturn, along with the TurboGrafx, PlayStation. I'm turning this in such a mess over here. My wife's like, where am I going to sit? Well, yeah, about that. I'm introducing more and more crap in here. I gotta get a new system for this. That simple. I'll figure out something. You know, the games that I emulate are practically the ones that are third generation and back. What's that? Third generation would be like systems like the NES, the Master System. I gotta remember to turn that down. That era of gaming. Atari 7800. Second generation would be like the Atari VCS or 2600, 5200, ColecoVision, and Television. Vectrex. Whatever. Where's Baby Shark? There it is, Baby Shark! Oh my god! All right. I think this is our first Baby Shark of the evening. Is it really? Crap. Shout out to, shout Scrollic. Can't blame me for this stream going to hell. I wanted you to win. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. I wanted to win too, honestly. Let's go. Come on. Okay, and let's go back to the console. Close enough. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Now. I wanted to crash it. Oh, you did crash it. Come on. Let's go. Where is it? Come on. Now. And back to the stream. Let's go. There you go. All right, cool. We did it. Just as a reminder, this stream is powered by the Trekatron 7000. Get yours today. Oh my goodness. I think we kind of gave it a little too much electricity there. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, something like that. Ooh. All right. Back to the game. I'm not having any good luck here. All right. Close enough. Let's see. Oh, we won! Yay! And there's still time on the clock. And there's no sound. What the hell? Oh, that's right. Cuts off the audio. Never mind. I have to manually turn it back on. Okay, let's go. I want to crash the stream. Absolutely. Me too. After tonight, I was so like, hey, let's move on to the next game. Luffy. No. Nope. Not tonight. That's why we're doing this right now. So, like I said, in between streams, I will build up. And I didn't think I was going to have to do so again. But here we are. You went away. Okay. Your PC seems to be having identity crisis. Oh, yeah. Well, remember, we're running this on an Apple IIc, to be fair. So, Windows 95 and XP? Absolutely. I have a colleague of mine. He is so into Apple. I mean, the iPhone, the watch, everything. He brags about it. He dunks on us Android people. And I say, you know what? I have an Apple something. He's like, really? I said, yeah. And I have an Apple IIc. And he just looks at me. And he just stares at me. He's like, really, bro? Really? Yeah, really. Well, I do have one, to be fair, but you know. It's in some box somewhere. My garage is so full of that shit. Time's up in almost 5 seconds. We'll just finish this round. Now see, we ran that thing. I didn't hear the buzzer. I actually tested it right before stream. I heard the buzzer. I didn't hear the buzzer now. What the actual F? You heard the buzzer? Great. If not, that'd be Birth of the Buzzer from Nickelodeon era. All right, check in. Here's your buzzer. Oh my goodness. That's one hell of a buzzer. That me and my family, half of us use Android, the other half is 15 whole seconds of fame. And we're done. Sorry, chicken. You gotta go. Yep. Your time's up, chicken. Yeah, we're done. We're gonna end stream soon. We're done. Why do you argue? Get off my screen. Did we win? Yeah, we won. All right, we're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna do this because last time I did one of these, I almost forgot to save. So hang on. We're so confident in our saving ability. We're actually gonna do it right here in this freaking cave. Doesn't want to be deep fried again. That's right. What am I? No. System. Save. My goodness. So where are we? We're now at 81 hours and 35 minutes because we kept on having to reset. Oh man. Disheartening, disappointing, everything. Yeah, no, we talked about that too. And said these are two words you'll never hear. I said that to my colleague, and he's like, "What's that?" And I said, "Affordable iPhone." Okay, so having said that, and I got his goat. That's me. That's what I do. Get on everyone's nerves at work because, damn it, I can. All right, if you like what you saw, and I hope you did, please give me a follow. I greatly would appreciate it. You want to check out my past streams? They're found on YouTube, damn it. And let's see, there's an Instagram page of all the video game crap I've collected over the last 48 years of gaming. Blue Sky's out there. Tells you when I'm doing something stupid, you know. This. All right, so let's see. It's raiding time. Scarlet, I don't suppose you're online and streaming right now and doing dual job here, antagonizing me right now and playing your game? No? Okay. Just, you know, maybe. I assume Dixie Chris got his computer up and running. I'm testing out that theory right now. If you're not familiar with Dixie Chris, he is one of the better streamers I know of. And he has quite the gremlin chat. We dump on him left and right. And he takes in good fun there. Lots of salty language, so watch out. 30 minutes he will be. Okay, I'll be there. All right, in the meantime, let's go ahead and start the raid on Sir Dixie Chris. And in the meantime, as we do all that, let me show you this. If you like the art that you see right now, check out Billy Jackson's Twitter page, twitter.com/BillyGraphics. And some jackass did the music. Okay, I think we're all ready. I see a purple button. Tells me I have to raid now. Have yourself a good night. Saturday night, doing some Sega Saturn games of all kinds of random stuff. See ya. Bye.